Introduction. You are listening to The Scourge of 555 by author Brian McCullough, narrated by Faith Wood. Prologue. Some might consider it inappropriate the world progresses at its own sedate and evolutionary pace, especially with the strife and upheaval the human component brings. But think about the historical perspective going back to predatory dinosaurs and beyond. Life was a constant struggle to survive. Now, as we exist cocooned within our modern civilized existence, we often forget that fact. There are those who berate our kind for screwing up things with war, terrorism, pollution, crime, and intolerance. They profess we need to do things differently, to find a better way. Many agree with the latter group, but are stymied regarding how to proceed. Who would start it? Who would actually lead? Would enough people follow to make a real difference? Consider the circumstance when the push for real change comes from elsewhere, a positive or negative. And, in the end, would our world move in a new direction, or would it slide back into our current routine, warts and all? Sometimes, an external stimulus puts the status quo to a real test of survival. How entities react is often the measure of their true mettle and strength. Chapter 1. Stephen Banner always liked to give himself a break from the mundane, perhaps mind-numbing, monitoring what he liked to think of as his stretch of sky. Rarely did anything new and interesting pop up amid the endless objects floating around or whizzing by. Little in the way of cool new stuff. First, he thought, hit the head, then something to eat. On the slim chance something different showed up, he programmed his equipment to identify, analyze, assess, and notify him on the remote device attached to his belt like a cell phone. Under those circumstances, he would hustle his butt back to his station to figure out what was causing the fuss. But during the last year, such triggered response occurred a grand total of 3 times. None of the alerts proved to be much of anything, so when he wandered away from the observation platform, he didn't give it a second thought. His was the graveyard shift, but not because he got the short straw. It was his choice, and he enjoyed the solitary nature of the work. The truth was he was socially awkward, and there was no need for idle chit-chat or trading uninteresting confidences with the women whom he found in.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?